Hi, I'm Dale Williams, and this is Mike Sullivan. We're gonna be conducting a troubleshooting analysis on the fuel pump sending unit on the Ford F-350 Super Duty. Basically, want to check and see if we have a problem with the sending unit or if we have a problem with actual gauge inside the truck. First and foremost, we want to also make sure we use safety glasses all the time.
Yep. So we're going to be taking the multimeter, we're going to be taking each end, we're going to disconnect the wire to the fuel pump sending unit, and we're going to take the two leads of the multimeter and touch it to the probes on the inside of the sending unit and read the amount of ohms that are coming off of the sending unit at full, empty, and half empty.
As you can see that we already removed the fuel sending unit from the tank itself.
So whenever he pulls that little lever right there all the way back, that's going to mean that the tank is empty. So we're going to be reading the amount of ohms that are coming off the tank here empty at first.
So with our multimeter set up in the ohms, for reading ohms, right now I have the fuel lever set at empty.
So right now we're reading about 16.9 to 17.1 ohms at empty. So now we're going to disconnect and move I guess that's...
We'll take it to half full.
Yeah, we're going to take it to half full and test it there.
So at reading that empty, we was reading about 16.3 ohms. So now we're going to move it to half. It should be about right there.
And you're going to reconnect the leads back to the fuel pump itself. Take your next reading.
Take a little while, but you got to get it just right on the probe there.
I would recommend doing this with a pair of alligator clips. Okay, so we're reading about 117 to 120 ohms at half.
Yeah, at half, reading 117 and 122. All right. Now we disconnect the probe, let it reset. Now we're going to go to full. At full, we should get a high reading.
At full, right now we're reading about 186 to 185 is about the reading of the amount of ohms to full when the gas tank's completely slap full.
So doing this check, we're pretty much convinced that we don't have a problem with the sending unit. So now we'll further investigate and check out the actual rest of the wire for the gauge itself.
So once you're done with that, you're going to want to plug the wire to the fuel sending unit back together. So once you plug that back together, you're going to slide. You're going to make sure that you put the reading unit in first, then bring the rest of the fuel pump in. Once you do that, make sure you get it lined up just right.
And reinstall your bolt. Double check your gasket, reinstall your bolt. Make sure we got the plug back into the wire harness.
Okay, so there's going to be 5 bolts that hold in. Sorry, there's 6 bolts that are going to hold the fuel pump in place. Don't run them down tight until you get them all put in place. So once you make sure that you get all the bolts lined up, you want to apply even pressure all the way around. And once you get them all basically tight, you go around and snug them up. So this is how you properly take out the fuel pump assembly and test the sending unit to make sure that inside of the cab of the truck that the gauge itself is going to be reading properly. Because a lot of times gas gauges won't work, and this is why, because it's not getting proper connection. Or if you take the sending unit and you ground it out, it can actually make the tank read what it's not supposed to be reading. Once you're done with that, any excess fuel that's spilled over or anything like that, you're going to take a rag and some good chemicals to wipe down and make sure that you get everything nice and cleaned up.
Clean up the work area, make sure you get all the rest of the stuff cleaned up. Simple green or shop rag, whatever, wipe everything up. Be sure that everything is plugged back in, all your wire harness plugged back in. And the next step would be to reinstall the bed back on the truck. And go further troubleshoot from that point on. Thank you.